talking about him, he doesn't need much introduction anymore, but nevertheless I think it's still I would say a respect to give him that who's he. He's the CEO of Mirchawala Hub of Accountancy, one of the leading, or rather the leading institute for FIA, ACCA and ICAEW. He's an expert trainer and he's well known for his IAS, IFRS, today you will know about that, and UK taxations. He's a compelling and sought out trainer and also a speaker. I tell you one thing about him, his energy is exemplary to anyone who wants to be a trainer or teacher, who helps his audience to learn complex concepts in very simple way. He makes every tough things look so simple, and definitely eventually when you try it, it's not going to be tough. Even me from a complete non-accounting background now, very enticed to be part of this kind of programs. And having a user-friendly style, he speaks regularly at most of the leading business schools and in corporate fraternity with exposure of various universities and corporate sectors that he brings himself over 15 years of professional training experience of international financial reporting standards, IFRS, and financial management. His way of engaging with people is amazingly unique, and several students have gone up to the global standards in passing up their exams in this fraternity. Guys, let me just show you some of the students who have done amazing results. We have a lot, but I just picked a few that has done by the magics of Brother Mustafa. I think you have seen these kind of marks in top results in recording financial transactions. These are the people that have look at the number of results 94. I can't even imagine myself getting out of all my topics, and look at this. These people have gone so far, and he'll be sharing more later. Maintaining financial records. You have world toppers, and look at these numbers and names. I tell you guys, this is something that another big thing that he have achieved. And recently in June 2021 attempt, we have amazing good-looking Iman here. She's Pakistani's topper, and I tell you, this is another big topic that I think we call it strategic business reporting, which is very important. And no doubt another in June 2021 attempt. This is the reason one, yeah. Some students look at the marks they have achieved. Amazing in strategic business reporting. And more importantly, guys, I think one of the biggest things that amazed me about these people, they are not planning to make you to be an accountant. They are planning to make you to be the global leaders. You can actually do so much of things. You ask him as many questions in terms of profession. What profession can I be? What can I be by learning all this? And I'm telling you, he's here to feed you as much as you can. And some good news to share with you, to those who are planning to get yourself registered into ACCA in Malaysia. If you're a Malaysia, there's a 50% discount is being given. Grab that. If you want to know more, I think speak to our colleagues and write email to us. Go to mirchawalamalaysia.com. We are there to make sure that feed you all the details. And to those also planning to get yourself on board into these programs, by end of September 2021, we are now giving away as many gifts as we can. We got mystery gifts for you. Whoever signs up, you're entitled to get one of these, just a gesture to keep yourself connected with us. I think without further ado, I would like to just welcome Brother Mustafa. I think the screen is yours. Take care.
Thank you, Prasad, for such a nice words. Thank you, students, for joining us today. And the objective of today's session is the introduction and discussion of this IFRS diploma, right? Already Prasad has done my introduction, so I don't need to repeat things. So let's talk on the real matter. And the real matter is, first of all, the global challenges. Dear students, since last 15 to 20 years, did you observe any change? Did you observe any change in the environment? I know last 2 years, because of COVID, it was a big change. But before pre-COVID still, there were a lot of changes. Say political, legal, environmental, weather changes. We have seen heat wave in Canada this time, right? Just think, one of the coldest country in the world, had heat wave this time. So just think about how the weather is changing. So the change is constant everywhere. So when change is constantly coming, so we need to get ready to how to work in this challenging environment, right, students? And we have seen smartness everywhere. We have seen smartness, smartphones, smart watches, smart TV, smart fridges, smart cars, driverless cars, drones. So things are changing, and things are becoming smarter and smarter and smarter. Even the business models are changes. In my last session, I think you guys were not there. I quoted one example of London real estate market. You know, the commercial real estate market, many brands have closed their physical stores. Zara, Next, many, they are constantly closing. Why? Because Amazon is giving extreme tough competition to them. Even back in 2017, Amazon used robots to deliver goods in London. Just think. I'm not talking about US, it's London. US is more advanced. Just think over it. So now the physical stores, they can't afford the rent, and they are changing their models toward online system. So the challenge is there, and we need to change ourselves according to this challenge. That's why we always offer smart solutions. We always offer the smart solution, and IFRS diploma is one of the smart solution. I'll prove this, right? Okay. Now, the first thing is, what is IFRS? IFRS stands for International Financial Reporting Standards. International Financial Reporting Standards, or sometime we call it IAS, sometime we call it IFRS. Now listen very carefully. What is this accounting standard all about? Listen to me. There are two major departments in the finance field. The first department, that we call it frontline department. Frontline department. The work of frontline department is to take decision. For example, I'm right now in Pakistan, and I'm planning to open an institution in Dubai, or I'm planning to open an institution in UK or Malaysia, right? Okay, so first of all, I'll have to take an investment decision, because if I want to take the open institute in UAE or like Malaysia or somewhere else, I'll have to invest a big amount. So I need to compute different cash flows and this and this. So there is one department, the front end department, which will take this decision. Okay, but once this decision has been taken and we are executing that decision, so now there is another department, which is back end department, and that department will do accounting, reporting for all these things according to accounting standards, and that department will make reports and send to the external world. So the external world, all shareholders, they will come to know about companies acts and companies decisions through this reporting standard. So basically there are two departments. One is front end department that involves in decision making, and one is back end department that basically accounts for that, basically records and reports to the external world. So these IFRS guys relates to the back end department. Now one more thing. Previously, before 1973, all countries, different countries of the world used to have different accountings, their local accounting standard. Like in Pakistan, Pakistani accounting standard; Malaysia, Malaysian accounting standard; US accounting standard. Everywhere different accounting standard. Take 1 minute break, please. 1 minute. Okay. So before 1973, all over the world, in each and every country, there were separate local accounting standards, right? But in 1973, few countries of the world, they united and they launched International Financial Reporting Standard, IFRS. Now, why did they launch this IFRS thing? Previously, different countries had different accounting standard. So if I'm Pakistani, I can only understand Pakistani accounting standard. I cannot work in Malaysia. I couldn't work in US and different parts of the world because I only know my own country's accounting standard. But after the introduction of this International Financial Reporting Standard, IFRS, now if I study IFRS in Pakistan or I study IFRS in India, I can work anywhere in the world. I can work even in Malaysia. I can work in UK, Europe, anywhere. So because of this IFRS things, more jobs were created. Okay. Second reason, there is one more reason. When there were only local accounting standard, each country had different sets of their own accounting standard. There were no investment flows, because if I'm a Pakistani investor, I can only understand Pakistani financial statement. But now after the International Financial Reporting Standard, I can invest anywhere. I can understand the financial statement of any country of the world. So through this IFRS, globalization has promoted. Okay. But when in 1973 they launched this IFRS, not whole world accepted IFRS because there were some problems. So with respect to time, they improved, and a major change come in 2001. 2001 was a major game-changing year. They improved their infrastructure, right? And after 2001, few years after, Europe accepted IFRS in 2005. Then Canada accepted in 2012. Recently, we have seen in 2017, 2018, Kingdom, the Saudi Arabia and all these parts, they accepted IFRS. India accepted IFRS. So now many countries, more than 100 countries have already accepted IFRS, right? Now you will say, sir, has United States accepted IFRS? No, they are still on US GAAP. But still, US is a very giant country, very giant country. So they have collaborations with different international companies. So still in United States, they allow IFRS reporting for external companies. They allow IFRS reporting up to some extent. So still, if you know IFRS, you can work in United States as well. So this was a slight introduction of IFRS, that through IFRS you can work anywhere in the world. Now the next question, please listen very carefully. Next 25-30 minutes are very important. You will come to know many things about IFRS. Now listen, sir, if a student wants to study IFRS, what are the routes? There is a first route. You need to join a full-time professional qualification. Like ACCA, ICAEW, like ICAEW Chartered Accountancy, or there are different Chartered Accountancy, Australia Chartered Accountancy, New Zealand. But if you want to do full-time Chartered Accountancy, that means you need 4 to 5 years. You need to invest 4 to 5 years time, and you need to invest around US dollar 7 to 8,000 US dollars, around 7 to 8,000 or 6,000 to 7,000 US dollars for this. So each and everybody can't invest this much time. Each and everybody can't invest this much amount. So there is a shortcut through which you can study IFRS, and that shortcut is IFRS Diploma. This IFRS Diploma contains everything about IFRS. Means whatever IFRS is taught to a complete ACCA student, to a complete ICAEW student, is taught to IFRS Diploma student as well. So what you do in IFRS Diploma, you just study the IFRS part of a big qualification and you leave the rest one. You don't need to study leadership, motivation. You don't need to study now your taxation and all. Just IFRS thing and work in the relevant department, right? So this thing, this is the specialty of the IFRS Diploma, that you can You can leave the irrelevant thing and you can just do relevant stuff. You can just do relevant stuff. Now, I have made some notes. That this diploma is relevant for which category people. Listen, these are some notes made by me. The first category, see, the first category is those who couldn't study full-time qualification because of any issue. For example, listen, this is a big world and lot of people are there with different stories, different sad events with them. So there are many students, they at the age of 18 they had financial issues, so they had to work for their family, and now they are 26 or 30 or 32. So now they don't have that much time or that much energy because they are married. So they can't do full-time 4 to 5 years qualification, so they can do IFRS diploma in just 6 to 7 months. I'll prove you the time period, don't worry. Okay, so this is the first category. Those who couldn't study full-time qualification, they just did A levels and they left it. They just did A levels in past and or just graduation, BCom, and then they were busy in work, and now they are at the age of 26, 28, 30, even 35, 40. I have students, they are 40 plus and they are studying this IFRS diploma. So yes, we welcome you. ACCA welcome you. ACCA welcome you through this IFRS diploma route, the first category. Okay, now the second. You have done qualification. You have done qualification without, see this word, you have done qualification without IFRS, like CPA USA. Listen, there are certain qualification. For example, the university graduates in some countries, university graduates don't know much about IFRS. They don't teach in universities. In Pakistani universities, many universities, they don't teach IFRS properly. Or you have done CPA USA. See, look at here, CPA USA. In CPA USA, they teach US GAAP, they don't teach IFRS. And this thing I'm especially telling you for Saudi Arabia. Listen, Saudi is a country where there is a lot of United States influence, right? So normally the people of Saudi, they do CPA USA, but in CPA USA, there is no IFRS. But as I just told you, by 2017, IFRS has been applied in Saudi. So now definitely they need to learn, all the professionals there working in Saudi Arabia, they need to learn IFRS. Listen, so what they do, these CPA guys, they do IFRS diploma. And one more thing, one of my students shared with me last week this thing. They in Saudi, in all Middle East market, they give lot of importance to IFRS diploma, that even with their sign, they write IFRS diploma. In their card, in their emails, they write CPA, comma IFRS diploma. That means they feel proud to write this name IFRS diploma with them. Okay, this is such a valuable thing in this market. Now, number 3, have financial issues. This diploma is cheaper than full-time qualification. I've already discussed this point. If somebody can't afford full-time qualification, then this is the shortest route to enter in the real market through IFRS, right? Then have done professional, yes, this is another category. Have done professional chartered accountancy years back, and now IFRS changed. Listen. Let me tell you one special dialogue. I love this dialogue. Listen, there is one thing which is constant in the society, and that thing is change. I repeat, there is one thing which is constant in the society, and that thing is change, continuous change. And this change is in IFRS as well. Listen, if somebody studied IFRS in 2010 and now today is to 2021, so there is a big change in IFRS. IFRS also keep changing, like our weather, it's changing, right? So I have seen many chartered accountant, qualified chartered accountant, ACCA, ICAEW, CA, CFA guys. They studied 10, 12 years back, and now they want to update with the latest accounting standard because now their job requirements requires latest update. So in that case, these people also do IFRS diploma. There are many students I have in like this. Okay. Now number 5. This is something very technical move. Listen, people who want to work smartly, like relevant knowledge of every field, they want, or they just want to specialize in IFRS, then why wasting time on other things? Listen. As I told you, there is a change. Listen, if you go to Europe side, Australia side, UK side, even US side, and you search for job market, listen. So now they don't need only accountant. Normally they add some features like you must know SAP, SAP, you must know clouding. This is new thing. You must know data analytics. So these are the new challenges of today's time. So if a person is only chartered accountant and he or she does not know these new things, like I told you, clouding, SAP, and this data analytics thing. So now I have seen many students, they don't waste time on the leadership and motivation and blah, 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 economics and other irrelevant subject, because full-time, if you do full-time qualification, you have to do all these things. So what students do, look at me, they just do IFRS diploma, they gain the IFRS complete knowledge, and then they add this thing with clouding or data analytics and SAP, and then they straight away go for the job. This is the way they work smartly. And yes, these routes are very effective nowadays. So I have shared some examples that these people should join IFRS diploma, right? Okay, I hope you understood these points. Just give me a feedback, please, on the chat box. Are you getting my words, students, audience? Okay, thank you. Please be with me. Thank you. Now, next thing is eligibility. Who can join? First of all, this diploma is conducted by ACCA, means there is a professional body behind this diploma, IFRS diploma. There is a proper professional body, right? Okay, now who can join? The first, I have written 3 routes. See, there are 3 arrows. The first, ACCA affiliate or ACCA member. If a guy has completed ACCA, he or she can join IFRS diploma. Yes, this is the first route of eligibility. Okay, now, but the whole world is not ACCA qualified. Definitely ACCA itself is a big qualification, everybody can't do. So now the second route, if you have done bachelor's in accountancy or bachelor's in finance, and through which you can get some exemptions in ACCA, plus 2 years practical experience. Of accounting and finance, plus 2 years practical experience of accounting and finance, then still you are eligible for IFRS diploma. And the third route, which I love most, that's my favorite, because UK people, they always give a route. They always give a chance people to study, those who haven't done anything. Listen to me now. Listen. If you haven't done anything, you are just A levels, or you have just done your high school or A levels. But if you have 3 years experience, practical experience, still you can join IFRS diploma. So these are the 3 routes through which you can join IFRS diploma. And one more thing, practical thing I would like to add, that if you are working, no doubt you have just worked 2 years and you have worked in admin department. Still, if you request your employer that I just for this paper, I need some amendment in my experience letter. Normally, some employers are flexible, so they they help you obtaining this. And this is just, this experience requirement is just to sit in this paper, right? Okay, so this is an excellent thing for all of you. You can, like, first thing is ACCA affiliate. Definitely all of you are not ACCA affiliate, but for second and third thing, you guys can apply. You guys can apply through second and third route. Okay, now the next thing, I have told you the global acceptability. In Middle East market, many employees nowadays saying that you can't just do IFRS diploma, you just do IFRS diploma and come to our company, we can hire you. Without IFRS diploma, we can't. In India side, in UK side, or in Canada side, even in Canada, there are IFRS. So countries in which IFRS is applied, IFRS diploma is acceptable. Now, next thing is, how many attempts in a year? How many attempts in a year? When you can give your paper? 2 attempts. There are 2 attempts. The first attempt is June attempt and the second one is December attempt. The first attempt is June attempt and the second attempt is December attempt. Okay, right? And yes, it's like a manual paper. I'll even show you the past paper. I'll show you the real past paper. June and December attempt. June and December attempt. One more thing, sir, what are the charges? What are the charges of this IFRS diploma? There are 2 types of fees. One is tuition fees, another is examination fees. Tuition fees is our fees, right, of teaching, and examination fees you need to pay to the UK people. That's not our concern, right? Examination fees is around £175 to £180. £175 to £180. You can check on the net, around £2-3 different maybe. So only one paper, no more 13-14 papers like full-time qualification. Only one paper. Just you need to pay this examination fees and tuition fees. We will definitely tell you after the session. Whoever is interested, you can contact us. We'll guide you towards the tuition fees as well. Don't worry, right? And still, it's not too much as compared to the full ACCA. This option is just 10%. As compared to full ACCA, the cost of this option is almost 10%, right? That's the good news. And yes, this examination fees you need to pay. You need to pay to the ACCA body just before 2 months of the exam. For example, if you are appearing in December, if you are appearing in December attempt, so you need to pay this examination fees. This examination also include the registration, everything, examination, everything. This examination fee you need to pay on October for December attempt, and for June attempt you need to pay in April, right? So just 2 months before, you need to pay this examination fees. And one more good news I want to share. If you do full-time qualification, like ICAEW, CFA, ACCA, you have to pay one fees that is called subscription fees throughout your life. Membership fees and subscription fees is to be paid every year. But in this IFRS diploma, there is no such fees. There is no such fees in IFRS diploma, right? Okay, students. Now, 2 things I want to share you, and that's your right. And even I teach many papers. I teach ICAEW corporate reporting, ACCA SBR, ACCA F7 paper, ACCA F6, many papers. I always say students to see the real past papers before entering in any qualification. Always see the real past paper before entering in any qualification. Let me show you. See, this is IFRS diploma December 2019 attempt, past paper, December 2019 attempt past paper. There are, see, time allowed is 3 hours 15 minutes. You can see, and total 4 questions are there. In your paper, and there is no choice available. This is question number 1. Those who know, I'm not going to teach you right now, obviously, just giving you idea. This is question number 1, which is consolidation. Group accounts. Okay, so question number 1, they always give group accounts, and a very good practical question that they give. See, these are the requirements. These are the requirements. See the required part. This is the required part. Okay, so first question 25 marks. First question 25 marks. Then you have second question. This is related to IAS IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standard Test is here. See, check it out. Check it out. This is 13 and then 12 marks, again 25 marks question. 13 and then 12 marks, again 25 marks question, you can see. Then you have, this is the requirement of this question. Then question number 3, it's IFRS 15. 12, again 12 plus 7 plus 6, 12 plus 7 plus 6. Student, you can see. Student, you can see 12 plus 7 plus 6, 12 plus 7 plus 6, okay? 25 marks. And then this is the last question of C. And yes, it contains theory plus practical mix. The first question, the consolidation, is normally total practical question, but the second, third questions, second, third, fourth question, they contains theory as well. They contains theory as well, okay? Now, one more thing I would like to share, and this thing is what we call course outline. This is course outline. Also, although I am going to walk through with you, see, this is the latest for syllabus study guide for December 2021 to June 2022. Listen, although I'm going to walk through with this these slides with you, just a quick review, but after the class I'll send you in person. I'll also share my details, even the Malaysian team details and my details, and whoever wants to read this, whoever wants to go through this in detail, we'll send you everything, right? Okay, so this is the course outline. You can see it contains the structures of IASB, fundamental ethical professions. Then see these all standards, revenue recognition, which is IFRS 15, property, plant and equipment is there, impairment, IS 36 is there. Look at this, student, look at here. Leases is IFRS 15, intangible assets, IS 38, inventories, IS 2, financial instruments is there, then IS 37, IS 19. So these all standards are there. Then you have presentation of financial statement. Yet, like, you need to prepare full-time financial statement. You have earning per share, you have IS 10. See, all these things are part of your course. Then prepare of external financial statement of combined entities, joint arrangements, associates. The business combination is also there. Okay, so you can see this. And now here you have detailed study guide. I'm just walking through it. Okay, so let's come back to the principal slide. So we have discussed the global challenges. I've also told you what IFRS is all about, accounting standard IFRS. I've told you the history from since 1973, right, to present. Then we have discussed the different people, different students who should join IFRS diploma. I discussed this. Then I discussed the eligibility. These are the 3 arrows. Then I showed you the real past paper of IFRS diploma. Then we discussed the paper format. I've showed you the paper format and course outline. Now the next and very important thing is teaching strategy. This is very, very relevant for you. Listen, I've already told you that because of COVID, even pre-COVID, world is going smart, and now almost everywhere, say it Malaysia, UK, everywhere, students are studying online, and online studies are excellent. Like the way, just think, when you go to a physical class, what you see a teacher, this teacher you see with a marker in hand and a whiteboard. These all things you can see in online. Right now you can see my face, you can see my expressions, my body language, you can see, yes, and you can also see my whiteboard. So it's totally effective, it's totally effective. Online thing is totally effective, right? Okay, now as I told you, in this IFRS diploma, students from different background joins. So there are students, listen to me very carefully, there are students who have zero background of accounting. So we start them with pure debit credit, with very basic, we start them. And yes, there are students who know something, so we don't start from debit credit or total basic accounting, we give them a little advanced dose. And there are students, those who know a lot, they have done practical job, so we directly start advanced things with them. Okay, so it depends on you from which point, from which side you want to join, from which level you want to join. We'll do your assessment by sending you demo. Yes, one more thing, whenever you want to join, obviously you need to see how do I teach. Right now you can see, but this is a session. I can also send you 2 or 3 working classes so that you can judge yourself that whether you can understand this online thing or not. But to be very honest, thousands of students cleared till date because of this online, and many of you are on my social media, our social media platform, so you have seen our results. Even the Prasad in the beginning, he showed you some of the results. So many of these students are getting worldwide positions, they are getting nationwide positions, they are scoring good scores, they are clearing papers in the first attempt. So this is all in front of you. So don't worry about the teaching thing. We will serve you from, if you are from zero background, even we'll serve you, we'll make you teach. Okay, and in the end we'll also teach you these IFRS diploma real past papers as well. Now the question is, sir, is this course available in both languages? Yes, this course is available in English language, yes, and this is also available in Hindi Urdu language, right? Hindi Urdu language. So now all over the world you guys can study. If you don't know Hindi or Urdu, you can study in English. Everything is available, right? Okay, and yes, you can watch these courses at your own time. Whenever you want to watch it, you may. One more thing, we have a active testing department with us now. So for the basic students, like intermediate student, we send tests every week to students, and then we check their performance, that how you are going. One more excellent thing we have launched recently, I have launched, and I'm personally looking into it, and that is marking facility. For strategic level students, IFRS diploma students. You have seen that I've just showed you the past papers, that in IFRS diploma there are a lot of theoretical areas as well. So many students, there are students who don't know how to write, who don't know how to write the manual things. So not only we teach this thing in class, but after class we invite you to solve your question and send me through your email ID. I'll give a personalized feedback to you guys. I will point out all your mistakes. I'll write it down that these are your mistakes. Because of these mistakes, students get failed. So if you follow all these things, you can easily clear. These are the more than enough services we are providing you guys. Okay, and that's why the result is coming, to be very honest. Then, so teaching strategy I've told you, marking facility I've told you, the positions already I can show you, and Prasad has already showed you. And now the name of our institute, about the institute, the name of our institute is Mirchawala's Hub of Accountancy, right? This institute came into existence in 2009. in 2009, but yes, the people working in this institute have been working since 2003. So the human resource, the real thing about this institute is the faculty. If you compare the faculty of our institute with other institute, so you will find a big difference. You will find a big difference, and that's the guarantee. And as I told you, that quality starts and ends with actions, not with words. So we are ready to send you demo class. You can watch, and you can compare, right? Okay. Now, I've also discussed the importance of IFRS, the whole journey I have told you of IFRS. Now, I would like you to invite for, I would like to give you invitation for questions. If you have any questions, we will answer. Try to give your answers in question answer room, not chat room, please. Students, try to write your questions in QA session. Sir, what is the scope of diploma of IFRS and how many exemptions get in ACCA exams? As I've already told you, the scope is equivalent to ACCA. I would say equivalent to ACCA, because whatever IFRS, ACCA, a chartered accountant, ICAEW qualified knows, IFRS diploma guys knows the same IFRS, right? So if you want to work in the reporting department, in the finance department, this IFRS diploma is excellent for you, right? In a very short period of time with very short-term investment. Yes, how many exemptions did we get in exams? Kanchala, can you confirm? Before the class we checked, it's I think 4 papers, F1, F2, F3 and F4. F1, F2, F3 and F4, 4 papers you can get exemptions after IFRS diploma, if you want to do complete ACCA after that.
Yes, sir, that's right.
Yes, diploma in IFRS is computer based or written based. Normally it's written based, but because of COVID last year, when there were because of lockdown, everything was shut down. So they conducted remote exams, and that remote exams definitely was CB based. Means you need to make financial statement on Excel. But now let me tell you one thing very clear. All other qualifications are also on computer based, like ACCA is top to bottom computer based, ICAEW totally computer based. Many qualifications are converting into computer based because of the present demand, right? So if it is computer based, don't worry, we give training of this computer based thing. Hi sir, how are the teaching methods offered at Mirchawala Sabab Accountancy? I've just told you that for this thing, I will send you, you can ask demo class just after the class in any language. If you want in English language or Hindi language, whatever standard you want to see, we will send you. So by looking at our demo class, you will find a big difference. Okay. And in our classes, we not only teach theory, but we teach practical, we teach past papers. We focus on the computerized training of Excel training, the software training, everything is included. Even one more thing, you know, these papers like IFRS diploma and strategic business reporting, they are almost 50-60% theory based paper. So I personally conduct classes in which I teach how to write, how to draft the answer, right? Doing ICMA IFRS diploma and in second stage, it's okay if you are doing that, and you can also do the ACCA one as well. The difference is, listen, Sadi, the difference is ICMA is a local body and ACCA is a global body. That's the difference. Sir, this IFRS diploma beneficial only in Pakistan? No, it's worldwide. It's worldwide beneficial, because IFRS, the I of IFRS is international. The I of IFRS is international. Now, for tuition fees, you need to contact. I'm giving you the numbers of our relevant admin. Don't worry. After F series, can I go for IFRS? Yes, after F series, but you must have the experience. You need to take experience letter from somebody, and then you can do it. How much? No, tuition fees, again, you need to contact us. I'm giving you the number. My qualification, MBA finance, and in second stage of, you can do, yes, after MBA finance, you can do if you have 2 years experience. Now, What is the duration of this course? Yes, what is the duration of this course? Excellent question. Look at here. The duration is depends on your existing knowledge. If you know nothing, like you want to start from debit credit, that then it may take 8 to 9 months, 8 to 9 months or 10 months. But if you have some knowledge, like you have done MBA finance or you have done bachelor's in some sort of accounting, then you can do it in 6 to 7 months. Then you can do it in 6 to 7 months as well. Even if you are committed, listen to me, if you are committed, you can do in 3 to 4 months, 3 to 4 months as well. It depends on your commitment as well, and it depends on how much time you can give to your studies. Yes, one guy is asking, can I start June 22 classes from now? Yes, for sure you can start, and we'll give you access till June 22, so you can spread your burden. Yes, you can contact me after the class. Yes, after F series, can I go for IFRS? Yes, you can go for IFRS, but again, you need experience. 2 years experience is must. What are the advantages of choosing courses under ACCA compared to basic accounting courses in diploma in relation to job opportunities? Listen, these ACCA and IFRS diploma, even this IFRS diploma is conducted by ACCA. These are professional bodies. And if I compare it with the university culture, in university, the teacher who is teaching you, the same teacher conducts your test. So there is no independence. But in IFRS diploma, I will teach you, but the examination body is different. The British Council guys will conduct your paper. So there is always an independence. There is always a check and balance in the professional qualification. In the professional qualification, they emphasize a lot on ethical issues, which is in demand by many employers, right? So that's why ACCA and these bodies have edge. Now next, certificate is good or diploma because I am ACCA finalist. Definitely, if you are ACCA finalist, then you should first complete your ACCA, because now you are very close to your complete ACCA affiliation. Now, for a full-time working professional having a good amount of working knowledge of IFRS, how much time would be required? 4 months, 4 to 5 months, you can do it. You can do it within 4 to 5 months, because as you said, you are full-time working professional, then you will have less time to attend classes. Consider this fact as well. What exemptions are available for an ACCA member in this diploma? No, only you need no exemptions. You need to do this diploma with only one paper. If you want exemption, that means it will become 0. At least one paper you need to give. Want to attempt June 2022 sessions? Yes, you can contact me after the class. What is the duration, frequency of classes per week? The classes are flexible. You can watch the classes whenever you want. To prepare for the exam further, as you highlighted in an online video classes, how the interaction will happen with the tutor? Yes. Theory support is always there. You can contact anytime, but before I can give you one more answer for this. If you see, right now, I'm not teaching any standard to you. Right now, it's just the orientation, is general discussion session. But when I teach in my normal class, I repeat things 2 or 3 times. I go very, very slow. So normally when you study in such teachings, with such teaching style, you don't need to ask question, but still, if you need to ask question, we are ready to support you anytime. You can ask questions anytime. Right? Does the course also provide the material? Yes, we'll also provide you the study material, my book, even the IFRS diploma material. We'll provide you everything. Also, what is the passing ratio internationally? If normally with these qualifications, the passing rates are, ACCA average passing rate is 50% plus, and 50% plus is good as if we see global or professional qualification. 50% plus passing rate is very good. Now next, I have 15 years experience in investment and financial working in Bahrain. At times, I have to consider IFRS standards related to merger, acquisition, to sell off, and will it be helpful? Definitely, definitely, it will be helpful. You will not only study this type of IFRS, but lot more things. Even you can switch your department after these studies. So when will be the physical classes of IFRS? This is related to the Karachi. Yes, you can contact for physical classes. Physical classes, whenever the lockdown will lift up, we'll take physical classes. Yes. Sir, I'm current student of ACCA. Can I go for IFRS diploma? Yes, you can go for IFRS diploma, but you need to have experience. You need to take experience letter. How much exemptions by doing IFRS in ACCA exams? Four papers. You F1, F2, F3, FA, MA, BT, and law. F4. Is ACCA student able to do this? Yes, easily. You can do it. You can do it. No issue. The syllabus changes every year. A slight change comes every year. Very slight change, like 1%, 2%, or I can say no change, not major change in terms of syllabus. By 4 months, is a student expected to watch classes specific number of hours every day? Yes, those who want to go for 4 months think they need to watch at least one class per day. They need to watch at least one class per day. And one more thing I would like to share you guys, that in our software there is an option to increase the speed, because I teach very slow. So if a student is very intelligent, he can watch it in 1.5x or 2x speed, right? So this thing also normally students apply. I'm graduate but having no experience in accountancy firm. In this case, I'm eligible for IFRS diploma. No, you are not eligible, but yes, you can contact me after the class. I'll send you one solution. I'll guide you one solution, how to solve it, how to get it, right? But is this diploma you are teaching for free, or only the class is free? Do we need to? Obviously, listen, this session is free. This was awareness session. But if you want to join, definitely we'll teach you for many hours, like 100 hours plus or 150 hours plus. So definitely that thing will cost you, because we are also incurring the cost. Thank you. Sir, I am a current student of ACA with some papers left in F series. Can I go for it? Yes, if you have experience. I showed you, all of you, listen, all of you, I showed you the 3 routes. I showed you guys the 3 routes. In the 3rd route, anybody can join, but with experience. What has happened? I have a course provided by Mirchawala. Yes, it's almost 50% plus. It's almost 50% plus. How much time throughout the video? The time period of access varies according to the commitment. Normally, if you are giving paper in December, so we commit you till December. But yes, if somebody wants to extend it, we are flexible. How many attempts are allowed? You can do multiple attempts. But my target is if you study properly and if you follow the guidelines provided by your teacher, you will clear in first attempt. That's our first priority. Sir, do you also provide SAP? No, we are not providing. Right now, we are not providing. We are only stick to this accountancy profession. Okay. So now let me write the number of the Malaysian, sorry. You guys can contact. We have our Malaysian campus as well now. One 1-83237-120. This is the number of our Malaysian admin, and you can also contact me. We are also close to our students. My WhatsApp number I'm going to share. Double 092 300 255 744. So you guys can feel free to contact us. We'll not only provide you the demo class, we'll also talk to you on call one-on-one. Whatever your queries are, we'll help you out. Okay. So ending words by Prasad, please.
I mean, I'm speechless, brother, seeing so many numbers of questions being asked. I think this is definitely a fantastic session today.
Yes, this is very good that students are interacting. We were working on two-way traffic now.
In fact, I think, dear friends that who are here today, Mustafa is on a railway speed, but if you listen to his demo classes, he is then play a different role. Today, he is just here to tell us what is the futures for you. But I would urge you all to be in touch with us, talk to us, and we will organize a demo class. You all should experience the real demo class, and actually, you will know more things. You talk about future, you have the futuristic teachers here, and do not miss the opportunity. And I personally thank Brother Mustafa for your good time today, and thank you, Kanchala, for being so efficient in organizing this.
Thank you.
We will be in touch with all of you personally, and let's take this forward, just like what ACCA says, think ahead. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Have a good evening and take care. Thank you very much, Mustafa.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.